Well, hello and welcome everyone to another game of my little wargame. Or should I better say, games, as this is the first best of 3 series that I will be casting on this channel, which is going to be one of many, hopefully, but I already have a few lined up, so we got a few things to be looking forward to. Some single games, some best of series. We'll see where it all ends up. However, let's introduce our best of series starter people with the two that we have mentioned before. Actually, have I mentioned them before? I should have looked this up before I did the cast. No, one I did, one I did not yet. So, let's start on the bottom left-hand side of the map Xenos. With the red pieces, it's Try Dying, also known as Consciously Eating, as he never plays on his main, but always plays on his alt. Having that said though, in the top right hand side on Xenos, starting with the blue pieces, it is his opponent, Joshers09. Now, this is going to be interesting. As you can see on the map, this is not where a build is generally supposed to be. Neither is this one. It's going to be a 2-den rush, I want to say. At least one proxy den, one just at the main, which I guess is there trying to throw him off a little bit. But 2-den start versus a 1 Rex opening. It's starting to be a little bit tricky for our friend in the blue already. His worker going back. The first wolf already on its way, almost being done. Josh is going with a double raider opening. A very standard start to his game. But he will see the wolf in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Is he actually paying attention to it? He does see it now. So, he re-rallies his Rex, but there is already 2 more wolves on the way. Let's see if he can control the workers to take down the wolf. So far, no damage has been dealt, starting to munch on 1. In the meantime, second wolf is here, third wolf is going to be on its way. A house has been made halfway across the map as well, just to give Consciously Eating a little bit more of a supply availability. But the first raider flashes, does not manage to get the kill just yet. 3 more wolves are ready to enter the fray. So that's 4 wolves in total versus almost 2 raiders. I kind of feel like he wants to surround the raider and just take it down, but he's just waiting with these wolves, waiting for just a few more. Joshers feels like he's going for a castle here, probably not the best idea as he sees these 4 wolves right now. Decides to not do the castle immediately. Immediately starts making a watchtower right next to the barracks. Not the best location as it is very vulnerable, as he already notices right now. And this watchtower is not going to be finished. He is going to be making a second barracks at his main base. Is it going to be enough though? It doesn't really look like it. His production is not really keeping up with the production of Try Dying. Almost getting us around these raiders so far have been going down to half health. There's not really that much going down of wolves to go down, but there's still plenty of wolves on the field. It's 8 wolves versus 3 raiders, of which 2 are close to dying. I don't think it is going to be enough. 1 watchtower has started in the main as well. This barracks is not yet completed. And I feel like our red player over here is going to take this victory. Workers are indeed strong, but 1 raider goes down. The second raider is relatively close to going down. It will be hunted down. And I think that's going to be 2 more raiders though on the back foot, trying to catch some reinforcements, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 2 workers and 2 raiders have already been going down. The worker that has been building the watchtower has been taken down, and no other worker has been put on it just yet. Will Joshers actually figure that out. Yes, he does. Watchtower will be completed. Maybe Joshers actually has a little bit of a possibility here. Worker count is equal, so the income count should also be equal. Yes, it is. It's a little bit of a tricky situation. Try Dying did get his snake charmer on the way, so he's starting to build some snakes to get a little bit more DPS on the go, trying to outrange some of these raiders as the wolves tank the blunt force of the damage. This raider is probably going to be taken down. Well, it might not be taken down completely, but it's not in the best position. This raider also not in the best position, but he is holding on pretty decently. This raider manages to sneak out. This one not on an attack move command. It's not the best place to be in. Another move command. It's going to be taken down easily. That is a bit of a miss micro. This raider does not get taken down because the wolf gets shot down first. But I think if Joshers just had a bit of a better control on these units, he would easily be taking this down. More raiders are on the way, which is nice, but I think because he mismicroed some of these and this raider was also just going to die for apparently no real reason, I don't think... Stop zooming in. I don't think it's going to be the best shape. Raiders teaming up, dealing a little bit of damage, but with these snakes having a little bit of range damage going, it's gonna be tough. Another raider is going to go down, a second raider almost going down, but I think that our man in the blue is just going to be outproduced right now. Try Dying is once again just saving up money, who could get more wolf dens to get some more production going. Which I don't think it needs. How expensive are snakes? Ah, there we go. He started to build a castle. That is a better situation. These snakes, however, are taking down all these raiders. Raiders are not doing enough damage. This archer is focusing down that snake, which is very nice. A little bit of an army starts amassing for Joshers, which is in a better position. Well, I don't want to say he's in a better position, because obviously Try Dying is getting his second base up, but at least he's alive, right? We don't know for how long he will be alive. Oh, that flash in was not a good move. Yeah, that's tough. Does manage to push back the army a little bit, but when it comes to income, well, actually, yeah, Josh is a little bit ahead because he continued to make some workers. Joshua repairing this house, however, is not really saving as much money as he could. But is that really going to be the major thing keeping him back? The natural expansion of Try Dying has been completed. He is getting a third den going. He's starting to get some more workers in, so his economy will be relatively booming soon. There's plenty of wolves and snakes over here. It feels like Josh's, though, is wanting to get this engagement going. These archers are going to be surrounded. Is that going to be a great position? These archers are not really dying, taking down all of the snakes, which is very nice, but a soldier pushing back these wolves. This is not what I expected that would happen. I thought Joshers would be dead with the relatively lower tier movement of the raiders in the early game, but so far it seems like he is, you know, keeping afloat. Again, though, he is a base behind, so the income is going to heavily sway into the favor of our boy in the red. Also with an additional wolf den, which now is his second. His third obviously got slain by the archers and the raiders. Is I don't know, it's going to be interesting. Trying to go for a flank, nice surround. One archer going down, a raider going down. Is it going to be enough, though? It seems like there is a decent chunk of army ready to go for try dying. However, this soldier is a tanky boy, and it can deal quite some damage for these wolves. And with this watchtower, I don't think Joshers is going to be able to do quite a lot anyway. At least not when it comes to harassing the gold mine and the natural itself from try dying. Try dying once again, getting another third wolf den going, trying to up some of his production, which will put him ahead in some production, but I don't know. I think try dying is still in the lead, obviously because of his economic gain, but also when it comes to the army and general usage of the army. But the soldier decision from Joshers is one that I appreciate. Soldiers versus wolves is a very nice option, putting in some archers with that as well. Versus the snakes would also be very nice, but his production is not that high. His income is getting there. I mean, he is relatively close when it comes to the worker count, but yeah, there's another wolf den coming in from try dying, so that is 4 production facilities versus 2. He's now making his 3rd barracks, but he's going to be behind a little bit on production. And if try dying can just push out some wolves and some snakes as well, that is going to be tough for Joshers. He is getting ready to make a werewolf den for some werewolves. That's gonna be tough for a man in the blue. Joshers, however, is getting a forge, which is going to be great if he manages to get some upgrades going, and it can swing things back into his favor. It isn't going to be enough in his favor, as once again as well, try dying is getting his own animal testing lab. So I'm going to be curious how it's going to go when it comes to upgrades. Obviously, Joshers is going to get upgrades sooner. But is it going to be a big enough of a deal? 3 archers being made at a time. He is going to continue worker production, so the income is going to sway back into his favor. I actually don't know how this is going to go. I mean, with the adding of the werewolves, I still think it is in try dying's favor, but I don't know how much, because there's no airdrops going to go in, so it's purely going to be werewolves walking into this army, and I don't know if that is going to be enough. I don't know the movement speed when it comes to werewolves versus the archers, for example. I don't know if the archers can just kite back the werewolves and deal damage that way. I don't think it's going to be enough damage when I look at the amount of archers that he has right now, but try dying is going for the engage. There's quite some wolves going for the nice surround. This is going to be enough though. Some snakes are in melee range. That is not what he really wants to see. The army though is slowly going down. 3 more snakes enter the fray. Is it going to be enough? It kind of looks like it's going to be enough. There's damage all around. These 2 soldiers are going to go down. These archers are also all going to go down because there are almost no more soldiers to take all of the damage and tank for these ranged units. And it looks like try dying, even without the werewolves, is going to overwhelm Joshers a little bit. This raider is about to die. This castle does get finished, but he's definitely not going to be able to start mining from that, as his natural is going to be completely taken, well, not taken down, but at least shut down for quite a while. This wolf is going to go down. Oh, if only he A-moved a little bit with the workers. His 3rd base seems to be relatively going down. There is a wolf for some reason all the way over here, trying to scout another base, but that's not going to happen as there's already one built over here. It is going to be taken down. This snake, a little bit of a mismicro, but this soldier also being mismicroed. Not the best move. These wolves are starting to die though. 1 armor almost getting in there, which is going to be the first upgrade for a while. The animal testing lab of try dying has been done for quite a while, but he did not start any of the upgrades. But here's the first werewolf. He has the same movement speed when it comes to the archers, so that is going to be interesting. They cannot be kiting away from the werewolf. And I think as soon as he sees the werewolf, he knows that he's in a very heavy predicament. Even though he has a 1 armor upgrade lead, I don't think it's going to be enough. He is starting another barracks, trying to get some more production going, but I think it's not going to be enough. 1 soldier going down. A lot of damage being dealt through this werewolf. These snakes want to be on the back foot. He's sniping from afar. But I think that this is just going to be too much damage. This soldier is going to be taken down by the snakes. Does deal a little bit of damage, but does not kill any of them. 2 more dens are on the way when there's only 1 more barracks on the way for our man in the blue. No mining from these, as these just continue to hunt down the snakes. Another werewolf joins the fray. I don't think it is going to be enough. 1 attack upgrade almost coming in, making these werewolves even stronger than they already are. 3 wolves and a werewolf being produced at the same time. How many dens does he actually have? He has 5 dens, and he does have the economy, so they might just not be hotkeyed. But I think that this is just a case of more overwhelming. This werewolf is probably going to smash around on these workers. That's just not going to happen. But yeah, Joshers is going to GG out. A little bit later than expected, but Try Dying does get the victory. It got way closer than I expected it to be. Like I said in the beginning, I thought it was over way earlier. But, I mean, Try Dying did get his economy going, also started a 3rd. But, yeah, Joshers had a nice comeback, but at the end it was just not enough, and the game was decided right before the second the upgrade would finish. The game has been decided. But that does mean that Try Dying has a 1-0 advantage in this best of 3. So let's get to the next game and see where this will end up. Is it going to be a 2-0, or is it going to be a 1-1, and will we go into a 3rd game? Well, here we are. Game number 2 between Joshers09 and Try Dying. In the top hand side spot, 12-hour spot. Look at the clock, you know where he is. On Little Ohana, spawning with the red pieces this time, it's Joshers09. And on the 9 o'clock position on the bottom of the map, with the blue pieces this time, it's Try Dying. Now, I just remembered that I forgot to mention the ranked statistics between these 2 guys in the first game, so here we go. They were 0-0 when this started, at least in the new season. I cannot check the data from the last season. So they were 0-0 at this point. All of these games are ranked games. So far, Try Dying is 1-0 ahead. As what are you doing, my man? Are you serious? This is interesting. I sense a theme when it comes to Try Dying. He is going for cheeses all around. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be a workshop, which I believe that there's going to be catapult drops, I'm guessing. So there's going to be a workshop, there's going to be an advanced workshop, 2 catapults and an airship, and he's going to start to drop and take down the mineral or the gold miners of Joshers. I hope that he has a decent awareness when it comes to catapult drops, but that's going to be interesting. Gotta keep that in mind. But Joshers himself is just going for a run Rex opening, probably going for the exact same opening as he did before, as he is saving some money. Will he queue up 2 raiders again? There is 1 so far. Is he going to queue up another one? Not just yet. Maybe he's just going to be a little bit more efficient that way when it comes to his build. But we will see. And yeah, as we see the advanced workshop coming in over here. When he gets the money, I'm sure he will start the first catapult as well. He is going to continue with his main base though, getting a watchtower up for his main defense, continuing to make some workers, or at least 1 just finished. And yeah, there is the workshop. going for 10 workers at max, which is a solid amount of workers. Yeah, going for the 11th now, as he has some money to spare, as he is waiting for this catapult anyway. But this is going to be interesting. The first raider going across the map will see absolutely nothing apart from a watchtower. And I'm going to be curious what Joshua's reaction will be. He's going to start the natural very shortly. There we go. But I'm going to be curious. Let's go to his vision. He's going to look over, going to check everything. Doesn't see anything at the natural, doesn't see anything being walled off, and he sees a watchtower and nothing else. He is probably freaking out, as he should. He's getting a watchtower at his natural, which is a nice move. However, there is not really anything to defend over here. You can imagine that there is going to be a sneaky attack. This would be great if there is any like wolf proxy or anything, but it feels like the wolves would have arrived already. I obviously don't know the timings, but I don't know if the watchtower over here would be better or just at the main base, as this is not even constructed right now as the worker switched to the watchtower. I don't know if this is the best reaction. However, he is getting more raiders and he will spot the workshop right now. He does see the catapults, he sees the airship, he knows that the drop is going to happen, all of the raiders are being pulled back. Now the watchtower comes at the main, which I feel like he should be making more over on this side to get some more range in for the airship. And he's keeping the workers at this distance, which is not nice. He needs to rush these catapults and start to take them down. A little bit of damage is being dealt. The airship, though, picking them back up. He's going to try and keep on moving them around. This worker taking 2 shots. Will he take a 3rd shot? Not quite. Trying to kill all the workers at the gold mine. Does manage to get this worker, though. Immediately puts one back on it. The watchtower completes. Is he actually going to be able to take down this airship? This airship is still at 130 health in the meantime. More catapults are being made, more airships are being made, but the watchtowers so far are going to do a relatively decent job. This raider coming in, cancelling that drop, no more damage being dealt. A worker transfer going towards, I want to say the natural, but it looks like it is a very early transfer. Almost tanking another shot with some of these workers, which is not the best position to be in. He is supply blocked, so he really wants this castle to finish. In the meantime, is there anything going on at the main base? No, only more houses being built. At the same time, more catapults being built. Natural does finish from Joshua, so we can actually move over some of these workers. 2 more catapults come in. Are the workers actually been taken down? Only 1 worker be taken down. Some are very low, however. Is that going to be enough? It doesn't seem like it. The 2 catapults over here being dropped at the low ground, going to take down this barracks, which is going to be a very annoying thing. This raider pushing back this airship is going to be enough, though. Probably going to drop the catapults over there, taking down this raider. And this is a very tough position to be in. No more production from Joshua's when it comes down to creating any of the units. Another worker going down as well. And so close to losing just more workers. The castle being attacked by these catapults at the low ground as well. This watchtower not doing anything. He's not having any more production as his one and only barracks has been taken down. 2 more catapults on the way. Another one ready there to be repaired. Another 2 are on the way over here as well. This airship is taking a lot of unnecessary damage from this archer, which is the one and only thing that Joshua's has that actually shoots up apart from watchtowers. But it's just not enough. This friendly damage? No, just no friendly damage when it comes to killing that catapult. Did get very close though, this raider also being taken down. Only 1 archer, I believe. And 1 more raider in the army for Joshers, but this is just not it. There is no income from Joshers, or not a lot of income for Joshers. More damage being dealt when it comes to the worker line. The barracks is finished, however, but the production is just not there. Try Dying has stopped producing anything. He might be saving up for his own natural. He is very busy with all of these drops all over the place though. So I can definitely believe that he is not really focusing on any production right now, as he does have a massive lead already. This watchtower being taken down pretty much gives all of these airships free reign. This archer does not want to get any closer because this catapult can take it down. And there are 2 archers and 1 raider in total versus 7 catapults. This is just not it. Another worker trying to build a watchtower goes down. 2 more workers go down. Is it going to be another GG? It looks like it so far. Some precision attacking from Try-Dying, definitely not helping his case. Taking down another worker with the catapult. In the meantime, this airship is being taken down, so these catapults, if he just goes in with the archers and kites a little bit, these 2 catapults would be dead. I assume the raider coming in, this archer taking unnecessary damage, airship coming in with 2 more catapults as well. I feel like this, oh my god, he just picks up the catapults in time. 2 archers go down. I don't think that there is any real thing that Joshers here can do. Another worker goes down, another one goes low, gets low. This is just a very scary position, and I think that it's over. More catapults on the way, more catapults being built and picked up. This one might be taken down, but there's still plenty of catapults to go around. What is the actual worker count? Yeah, Josh's is now officially behind in worker count as well. Another catapult being made, a forge being made as well, probably going for the attack upgrades for his catapults to get some more damage in. He might lose some of his catapults. Once again, does not lose any of the catapults. This airship has plenty of life left, so it doesn't die to the archer. The archer once again gets catapulted. This one barracks is just not going to cut it. This archer might be able to attack this catapult, but it just doesn't get into the range required to not let the catapults actually fire. That raider was tripping a little bit. All of these workers are very low on health. None of them are working. There is nothing Joshers can do. And I think it is going to be a GG very quickly. Only 1 attack needs to go down here. 3 more workers go down. There is absolutely no hope. 8 catapults versus a raider, an archer, and 5 workers. And that is going to be it. Joshers, GG's out, Try-Dying takes the victory of Game 2, and thereby claim the victory of the entire best of 3 series. A victory on Xenos, a victory on Little Ohana, gives him a 2-0 lead when it comes to the ranked score in the history of these guys, in at least this ranked season. 2 cheeses. They were decently executed. Joshers, in my opinion, was very close when it came to Game 1, but Game 2, it never really seemed to go his way. So a 2-0 victory for Try-Dying. GG, well played. And I just want to say, thank you for sharing the replays, as always, and everyone in the community as well. I appreciate the replays to be able to cast these games. And yeah, well played. So that only leaves me with one more thing, or actually 2 more things. If you like this cast and obviously want to see more best of series, or maybe you prefer the single games, let me know in the comments. If you like them, hit the thumbs up button, of course. And if you do not want to miss out on any of the future casts, obviously hit that subscribe button as well. And apart from that, I will hope to see you guys soon again. Good luck and fun in your own games of Littlewargame, or whatever game you are going to play yourself. And I'll hope to see you soon again in the next one. Until then, have a great day, my dudes.